Guys, thank you for. Hello, I want to talk about Article 17 and Article 23 of Declaration of Human Rights. I've said somewhere before it was Article 3 and Article 26. I don't know, I just remember it wrong apparently. What I mean is Article 17, the right of ownership, of the right of property, and 23, the right of equal payment, and also the right from the right for protection from unemployment. Basically, protection from being fired. So this 17 and 23 could be a problem because if you have to pay severance payment before firing people, is it really can you really say that you own the company? That is the question here. But um, but at the end of the day, this is 2024, and it was 1948, the Declaration of Human Rights. I think it's about really people's lack of access to legal protection, so and legal knowledge and understanding. So we should have contractual relationship between entrepreneurs, and of course laborers are entrepreneurs because they have capital, which is their labor. That is a business right there. And I mean, if you establish a company, you should own it. And if you employ somebody and that relationship entails a portion of your company, like the person that are employed have title over some of the wealth in the company the moment they are employed, which is something that is strangely applied with severance payment, because year zero they already entitled to severance payment, which is, if it were year one, after year one, it could be more sensible, but it is this year zero. So what is this talking about really? It's talking about joint venture, right? So if I were to make a company, I would make a limited liability and then get into a joint venture with the laborers rather than employ them, because they in that way they don't have title in the company. And if there are unjust contracts or a violation of a just contract, that is a contractual violation. Because guys, here's the deal. I mean, that I'm not saying that's a good solution. I am not a professional as well. It's just my sentiment, okay? Here's the deal, guys, okay? What laborers can bully the owner as well. Okay, guys. The owner of a company, like, it's maybe you employ 50 to 100 people. There's a lot of people, and these people could bully you. One guy. That this one guy probably invested millions into the company, while these 100 people only bring in how much. That's not a lot. So the stake is just, I mean, the compared to the stake is just unbalanced, totally unbalanced. And you want to protect this 100 more than this one who's really probably is the most vulnerable in this contractual relationship. So I think Article 23, really the spirit of it, it's trying to uh, it's trying for everyone to protect everybody's contractual relationship. And oftentimes, when we have a labor relationship, we don't have a good contract, and that is what it's trying to protect. So, guys, this is 2024. This is a problem. It's a problem still, and I think this is the direction we want to go to address, because this is a concern right here, and it can be made better. I think laborers are entrepreneurs too, and they own their own capital, and they have a right to just contractual relationship. And labor union, I think somehow labor union is a little bit different than accounting association or lawyers association. I think my impression of labor union right now is that they are very communistic, and they just protect labor without punishing anyone. So I think labor union should be able to punish laborers that are taking away from the capital, everybody else's capital, not just the entrepreneur's capital, but all of the labor capital as well. So the labor union should be able to act, because the entrepreneur is just one person. Why wouldn't the labor union help out to protect the rights of everyone in the venture? And I think that would be more in line for 23 and 17 as well, the right of property. So what do you guys think of this? I am not an expert, like I don't know, but I think this is a direction to move forward. I think Declaration of Human Rights is a greatness of the world, of humanity, and of love. And being obedient itself is a virtue. So if you see a law and you think, oh, because I understand it better, that means I am more important than the law. That means my following actions would be more important than the law. It is you're missing, not only that is bad and it's prideful and it is dangerous, but also you're missing chances on being able to find out the details that you would have if you are being obedient. And also we need pressure for the legislature to do better. So if people are not obedient, they just ignore the law, they would also ignore the process of addressing the concerns. Because if you get one-dimensional concern, right, this law is bad, this law is bad, it is less powerful than being able to say, oh, because when you do this, when you do that, there's a problem in here, in there, in here, and there. You got to modify it like this. Oh, when you do this and you that, you make a contradiction between this and that. Sometimes if we didn't do it, like, right, we couldn't identify it because we are not there. We are not being there. So okay, guys. So thank you. I think this is this could be considered a rant. So it would be, I appreciate you for putting up with it. Goodbye.